Welcome back to the channel. If you want to get routes for your cargo van real quick, first of all, before I give you the tips, let's give you the fundamental approach you should have. Boss, if you want to get routes for your cargo van real quick, first thing first, you need to have business cards. You know, the funny thing is people are trying to get routes, they go on load boards and they're not lucky. Well, it's because you haven't thought about the strategy that you need to have. First thing first, you want to have your business, okay? And you want to have your business cards. Business cards are really important because they will actually help you create the foundation that you will need later on to have the best routes for your cargo van or sprinter van or whatever delivery that you are actually working on. So business cards are very important. You want to think about flyers also. Flyers are part of they're actually the second promotional tools that you want to use. And listen, don't try to break the bank. No, you go online. There is a website called Vistaprint. Okay, I'm not advertising for them here, but they are really great. They've been around forever. 20 years ago, they were there and they're still here today. So you can order business cards and flyers about your business, your cargo van business, and you want to have that. And what's going to happen here is that you're going to start advertising. Boss, you're going to start advertising because see, the whole thing is everybody thinks you got to go to loads to get, or you have to talk to freight dispatchers, or you have to talk to, let's say, to freight brokers to find loads. No, you can do things yourself. So business cards, flyers, you want to be on Facebook, boss. I don't care how, you might think I'm shy or whatever. No, I want your ass to be on Facebook now, because this is where the opportunity lies. Everybody uses Facebook, including the carriers and the shippers who will need you anyway. Okay, you want to create a Google My Business account. Boss, right now what you want to do here is that you cannot waste time, and Google My Business is a great directory, is a great service that not a lot of cargo van and sprinter van drivers use, and you want to use that. If you're an owner operator right now and you are thinking about getting the best route for your cargo van real quick, you need to be on Google My Business. Here are some pro tips for you. What you want to do here is that you want to have an idea of what the competition is in your area. See, when we speak about getting the routes for your cargo van or a sprinter van and what have you, it's all about geography. It's all about location, but it's also all about the demand that you have in your particular geography. Very, very important. Okay, so I want you to have that foundation. I want you to have it ready so that when you are hitting the roads, you know exactly what to do. So here are the steps, boss, that I want you to take right now so that you can get the best routes for your cargo van business. Step number one, you want to contact local businesses. Whew, this works like crazy. And the whole thing is, a lot of drivers don't know that this is so powerful. See, the thing is, you have a constellation of local businesses that are just waiting to be contacted. In other words, those businesses, they're shipping stuff. And the question is, who is actually hauling for them? Who is hauling loads for them? And you, boss, you are the one who will start making money by hauling a lot of loads, different loads for local businesses. The thing here is that, let me give you an example. I want you right now to go to the downtown area of your city. Go to the downtown area and you want to take one block. Just take one block. No, not two, not three. And again, you do this for 1 hour. Just walk one block and see the number of stores, the number of businesses that are there. And I'll bet you that 80% or 90% of those businesses need delivery services. What are you doing, boss? What are you doing? What are you waiting for to seize that opportunity? Okay, those are routes you're looking for. Instead of wasting your time on load boards thinking, I'm gonna get the holy grail of delivery. Hey, you have competition. You're not the only one on that load board. And the thing is, if your cheap ass is going to those free load boards, you are missing a lot anyway. If you were to go to the paid load boards, it gets complicated, because if you go to DOT, for example, or you go to Truck Stop, you have a lot of players that are already on the load board. So it's hard to actually carve out a niche for yourself. But if you contact local businesses, you are carving out a space for yourself. Okay, and the thing is that you have a lot of needs. A lot of local businesses need, for example, CDL drivers, food delivery drivers, newspaper delivery drivers, furniture delivery drivers, floral delivery drivers, newspaper delivery drivers, I already said that, pharmacy delivery drivers, package delivery drivers, mail carriers couriers, and medical delivery drivers. See, you have a constellation of opportunities. If you, the funny thing is, a lot of delivery drivers, they just think, oh, how come I'm not getting loads? I have my business plan. Then I have done everything, but I'm not getting loads. It's because you're not looking in the right direction, boss. You want to contact local businesses today. Step number 2, I want you to seek a dispatcher. See, the whole thing is that if you are a cargo van driver or you're a sprinter van driver, your ass should be at the wheel. You basically want to spend more time in your van than in the back office, okay? Because if you are trying, you have to know exactly what you want in life. So you want to seek a dispatcher who will take care of the back office work for you and also find loads for you. So the first thing I said was to contact local businesses. You got to do that. Even if you have a dispatcher, you want to do your own, you want to collect your own intel. You know why? Because dispatchers may not be reliable. What if you fail to have a great relationship with that dispatcher, and the last thing you want is to put all your eggs in the same basket? No. You want to diversify your revenue source. You want to diversify your load source, the kind of routes that you have. So you want to seek a dispatcher. Now, a dispatcher will help you do a lot of stuff, right? They can help you actually get loads. They can actually help you actually find the best strategy for your loads. And the cool thing is that dispatchers go way more than just doing. They go beyond just finding loads for you. They can actually help you with back office work. I'm talking about taxes. I'm talking about some regulatory things. I mean, if you are in a business, or let's say you are actually hauling loads that really require authority, because you can have a cargo van or a sprinter van, and if you are carrying, for example, hazmat products, or you are carrying federally sensitive products, you might need authority. Okay, you might need an MC number and authority. So one thing I want to say, a US dot number and MC number. The thing I want to say here is that you want to make sure that you are able to outsource the tasks that you don't want to spend your time or you're not good at. Okay, you should be on the road. So big decision time, boss. Big decision time. Do you currently have a dispatcher? If yes, are you satisfied with their service? If no, what are you thinking? Are you thinking about changing them or getting another dispatcher or doing things yourself? Have you contacted the local businesses in your area? Have you gone to the downtown and just walk one block and done what I just said you should do? Give it a try, boss. Give it a try, because the whole thing is, again, what I said earlier applies. You want to diversify the types of routes that you currently have. Very, very critical. The third thing I want you to do here is I want you to get 2 or 3 top medical clients. The funny thing is a lot of some viewers say, well, I can't find loads. I can't find loads. Yeah, I've tried everything. I went to load boards. I can't find anything. Boss, I'm telling you right now, in your city, you have gazillions of medical facilities. What you want to do here is you want to be strategic, and you want to approach 5 or 10 with the ultimate goal of landing 2 or 3 major. I'm not speaking about, 4 digits. I'm speaking about 5 digits deals, multi-year contracts. Now, the multi-year contract is not going to happen overnight though, but the goal is to make sure that you are getting a deal where they rely on you for critical things or for everyday shipping. Okay. I want you to contact medical clients who are those medical clients? Let's just get real here. Let's get real. Hospitals, labs, clinics, research departments at universities, pharmacies, even the nursing homes. Do you know that nursing homes actually, from time to time, they need to actually ship products to their because you have some elderly folks who are actually getting care at home. Okay, so they will need medication to be shipped to them. They might need equipment. They might need accessories and whatnot. So the thing is, you need to identify where the demand is at. Okay, and even I even forgot ER departments. So what's my point? My point here is that you are sitting on a gold mine, but you have no idea this is a gold mine. And again, don't waste your time trying to actually corner the market, quote unquote, corner the market, trying to serve only medical clients. No, because something happens if you put all your eggs in the same basket. This is really bad for you anyway. So get 2 or 3 top medical clients and make sure that you actually do a good job. Now, what does that mean? It means that, you remember what I told you to actually create to have business cards and have flyers. This is when you are going to need those. Basically, you go to a hospital, please dress very well. I don't want you to dress like you're just ready to drive your cargo van. No, if you are meeting a client or a potential client, I want you to dress formally and be polite and just say, listen, I would love to offer my services, and you have your business card and you have your flyer. That's what you need anyway. Step number 4. I really want you to do the same thing that you just did with medical clients. I want you to do the same thing with restaurants, or in general food clients. You want to have at least 2 or 3 top food clients, boss. And I'm not asking for tiny ass restaurants that actually sell a meal every day or every hour. No. You want to look for the top restaurants in your area. Okay, you are looking for those who that do like a home delivery. Okay, they do. I mean, it's all about size, right? So when I'm speaking about, and when we talk about food industry, there are a lot of players. People think, when you think about food, people are thinking, well, it has to be a restaurant. No, boss, think about it. What are the companies or organizations or events that need food? And I'm talking about food at a bigger level. You have restaurants, of course. You have caterers, okay? You have big hotels. You have folks who do like gourmet cuisine, okay? You have wedding planners. You have corporate events. There's a constellation of events and functions where mass production of meal is needed, okay? And all you want to do, see, the funny thing is, you were sitting there looking for routes for your cargo van. Did you know that if you can just have 5 or 10 clients in the wedding planning business, like 5 or 10 wedding planners, and you can convince them to give to you, to outsource to you the whole shipping, you are good to go. You can sit there and just chill. You know why? Because people get married all the time, and people, and when we talk about wedding planners, it's not just shipping. I mean, just carrying the food. They're carrying a lot of other stuff too. So they need a delivery driver for all those routes. So there goes your route, boss. There goes the kind of routes that you're looking for. Okay. And you have so big decision time, boss. What I want you to do here is that you need to decide whether you want to go for the top medical clients, how many you want to go after, or you want to go after the top food clients and how many you want to go after. That's a decision that you have to make, and that's really important. The sooner you make the decision, the better. Number 5 here, boss. I want you to work for GoShare. Actually, I don't know if you've heard about GoShare or UShip. You have a lot of players these days, and what you want to do here is that GoShare is a great platform if you are trying to make some cash on the side. Now, GoShare is not going to make you wealthy, but hey, listen, you'll put food on the table, okay? You'll be comfortable. They pay real fast. We love that. They have flexible hours, okay? And they have, they pay you every week. This is really good. Now, when you think about GoShare, and the good thing is GoShare is growing like crazy. They are growing like crazy, and basically they kind of caught that right now. As of the date of this show, they are pretty close to having national coverage, which means what? It doesn't matter where you are at right now. You might find a GoShare gig next to you. So GoShare, we love GoShare because again, it's all about making sure that you diversify your revenue sources and that you diversify your routes, that you optimize your routes, that you increase your routes, boss. Okay, so GoShare deliveries pay some of the highest per hour earnings in the logistics industry. Okay, so according to their website, their top drivers earn thousands of dollars per month, and that could be you. Okay, and the thing is, you can enjoy access to discounts on healthcare, tires, cash advances, and more if you are part of the GoShare platform. Okay, and the cool thing is that they are actually doing everything for you. You don't have to do anything about marketing, customer service. They just do everything for you. They just bring you the load, and all you have to do, you just have to deliver the load. That's all it is. Okay, so if you want to qualify for GoShare, make sure that you are at least 18 years old, that your vehicle must be 2000 or newer and pass a vehicle inspection, no salvage titles, okay? And you must have an iPhone or Android phone that is capable of running the latest version of the GoShare driver app. You must have a checking account to receive direct deposit. You must be able to speak English, okay? You must have a valid driver's license, registration, and insurance in the state where you are driving in. You must have minimum state insurance requirements and be compliant with local laws. Okay, so this is really important. But so, long story short, GoShare is a great way to generate extra cash. Okay, and again, GoShare is kind of similar to Uship. So another platform that is analogous to GoShare is Uship. So give them a try. It's USHIP. So give them a try, and they'll take care of you also. Step number 6, boss. The thing is, you were sitting there, you were thinking, hey, listen, how do I get routes for my cargo van or sprinter van? And the thing is, why don't you try to work with the freight biggies? You have a lot of players in this industry, and there are some if you take, for instance, you take FedEx. I mean, FedEx is a colossus in the industry, and you want to look for all those biggies. You have UPS, you have USPS, you have DHL. And depending on your geography, there might be other players, other biggies, maybe regional biggies or national biggies that you can work with. The whole thing is that you have to understand those biggies, they have their own procedures, they have their protocols. Sometimes they will do background check to make sure that you actually you are clean, quote unquote clean. Okay, because the thing is, if something happens to you or you don't have a good reputation, it is their reputation also. So for them, it's more like what they call reputational risk. Okay, and what you want to do here is that you want to. So we have covered on this show and on on other videos how to work with FedEx, how to work with USPS, how to work with UPS. So if you want to learn more, please just drop your comments below. I will certainly send you the question. We'll certainly send you the link that you desire. Okay, and one thing I want to say here also, when we talk about working with the freight biggies, it's important to choose at least one. Don't choose only one. Choose 2 or 3. Okay, I mean, there are not a lot of players anyway in the industry, but ideally, what we have seen really working is that if you work with FedEx and UPS at the same time, this is really good, because those 2 players, they have seasonal trains. Sometimes UPS might be dry in terms of loads, and FedEx will pick up, and vice versa. So if you have 2, that's really good. You can actually balance your monthly earnings out, and that's what you want anyway. Okay, so work with the freight biggies, and if you want more information about how to actually package your whole application, let us know in the comments below. Just give us your location, and we'll certainly actually send you the right link in terms of applying for FedEx, UPS, USPS, DHL, and what have you. And one thing I want to say in this category also is that you have to constantly make sure that you maintain a cleaner reputation. Okay, even if you don't work with FedEx or UPS, whatever, make sure that you maintain at all times a proper reputation, because reputation takes a long time to build, but a very quick time to lose. Step number 7, boss, what I want you to do right now is I want you to really sign up with e-commerce platforms. The thing is, nowadays people talk about last mile delivery. People, there are so many ways you can actually get routes for your cargo van, but you got to know where to look. And one way to actually make money here is that you want to actually sign up with e-commerce platforms such as Amazon. Amazon is the biggie anyway. So when we speak about Amazon has different services where you can actually make money, extra money. Okay, we're speaking about the Flex. So the Flex allows you to drive your own car and just make some money, every now and then. And you're speaking about $18 to $25. That's the Flex rate per hour. You can actually work for Amazon Relay, for example. Amazon Relay pays a lot more, but it's also I would say more involved. But the more involved the shipment, the more involved the route, the higher the pay. You can also think about becoming an Amazon DSP partner, so delivery service partners. Now, we have actually covered also this on another show. The thing about the DSP program is that it is economically and logistically demanding. What do I mean by that? It means that you need to have some cash. You need to have like 40 grand minimum startup capital, and you need to actually be able to manage a fleet of 20 drivers. I mean, a team of 20 drivers, a fleet of 20 vehicles. I mean, now Amazon will help you with the leasing and all the other part of the program, but you still bear the risk of something not going right. Okay, so but it is what it is. I'm just sharing with you here the opportunities there are in the market. Okay, and you can also sign up with Walmart, for example. Walmart is another player. So the thing is, you have a lot of players. Even Wish. Wish, sometimes they have deliveries where they want to outsource the delivery to third parties, and they will contact you. It's all about signing up with the right services. So here is the decision I want you to make. The thing here is that I want you to think about which between Amazon and Walmart or Wish or other players, which will really work for you. And the thing is, you can even sign up with a lot of the fulfillment platforms. Okay, for example, you have Shippo. Sometimes they outsource the delivery to other players, but this is another subject that I will talk about on another show if I see a lot of interest. But the decision here is for you to identify what really works for you and go after it. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just talking to you about how to get routes for your cargo van. So I spoke about contacting local businesses, seeking a dispatcher, getting 2 or 3 top medical clients, getting 2 or 3 top food clients, working with GoShare, working with the freight biggies in the industry, and setting up with e-commerce platforms. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.